Good day and welcome on the Inspiron 24. This is specifically the Inspiron 5477. It's an all-in-one model, and let's unbox it and see what we have. Okay, so most people will pull things out. I will flip it over most likely. So that's going to be the keyboard. I think it's too late for the power supply. Let's just see here. Yeah, that's keyboard, mouse, wireless. We'll put that aside. We'll look at those in a minute. In this side, there is the power supply. A little heavier. So just a standard, in this case, just North American plug. And yeah, standard Dell power brick. Nothing exciting. All-in-one manual, and warranty and safety information. Who cares? Quick start guide is probably useless, but let's just open it up for fun, see if there's anything interesting in here. Power buttons on the right side, that's what all I've learned so far. Put the cables through the middle, thanks for that. Make sure you power it up. And an explanation of all of the ports. So let's just look at that for a second. Okay, so it's got a bunch of USB ports, network port, power, HDMI in, HDMI out. That's good. And let's put this away now. Okay, bag of silica. Actually, this doesn't look like silica, it's a replacement for silica. Nope, it is silica. Isn't that interesting? Okay, silica just keeps the unit dry during shipping. Pull this out as well. This is a base. Let's open that up so you can see it. Yeah, just the base. It was a guess that it was the base, by the way, but turns out that's what it is. Now, normally I would just turn this upside down. Actually, let's just do that anyway. That's just the way I like to do things. Flip it upside down. A lot easier than trying to lift it out. Let's just pull this apart. So I'll tip this up on end. Get rid of the foam block. Put this down on a soft surface. Block, and start unwrapping. There we go. Okay, so what we have here, it's moderately heavy, actually heavier than I would have expected, but not shockingly heavy. And as shown in the diagram, we have USB 3, USB 3, USB 2, USB 2, network, HDMI in and out, power, headphone jack. On this side, there's an SD card reader. There is a USB 3.1 that is not Thunderbolt, which is quite disappointing. I wish it was Thunderbolt. That is USB 3, and that is a headphone jack. So let's put this down, and we'll get the base. And it's probably a hand twist. Yes, it is. You can see that little hand twist, so that's good. So while I've got it upside down, I might as well just pop it on. There we go. So at this point, I have unboxed, disassembled, swapped the hard drive, reassembled my 24-inch Dell. This is a universal AC adapter with a North American plug. So I'll just plug that in, untie this so I can hit my wall. Then we'll set up the mouse and keyboard, and then we'll fire it up and see what she looks like. So, mouse, keyboard, batteries. There we go. That's all that's in here. Yep. There's the wireless keyboard, mouse, and health and safety stuff. Don't care. Next, batteries. Case is one battery, one AA, two AAAs. So break up my AAAs. I'm going to assume the AAAs are for the mouse. It's like most Dell mice. You just lift up the back. Yep, there you go. Lift up the back. That's happy. Slide it out. Come on. Okay, apparently this is more challenging than I thought. There we go. And that is the receiver. So I'm going to just pop that out because I need that. I need to plug that into one of the USB ports to get the mouse to be listened to. Now let's just pop this. Well, that's curious. So here there's a, I haven't seen this before, the little button at the bottom. You push that and slide down, and then the battery will slide in. That's your battery holder. Cool. And slides back. Okay, nice. And pop this on. Happy, just clip it down. Keyboard's going to be about as challenging, I assume. So let's go here. Just going to lift that out. Yep. And that is 2 AAA batteries. And I'm just going to snap that back. Now this is a much lighter keyboard than the HP I did last week, but almost identical in look. It's actually, yeah, I actually prefer it, just the weight of it. The HP I had was insanely heavy. I think they put a weight in the back here. Okay, so let's take this little USB receiver. Well, it's the wireless receiver, and we'll plug it into the system and power it all up. Okay, so let's get things going. I'm going to take the power cord, plug it in. I believe it's almost, yeah, just off center there. There we go. That's happy. I'm going to take the receiver for the mouse, and I'm not going to burn off the one in the front, although I could. I'm just going to jam it into one of the ones on the side that's a USB 2 because I don't need it to be USB 3 for this. There we go. I'll show you that. Nothing really exciting there. Then I'm going to plug my network in, and I'll flip it around, and let's fire it up. Network's in. All right. Internet. Power. Now keep in mind that this was in a different Dell machine a short while ago. This is a Windows 10 64-bit, and I believe it's Enterprise I'm running on this one. And but it is 1803, and I expect that it will boot up nicely, and I expect that it will find, there we go, find the devices and be happy. Look at that, simply with one reboot. So let's sign in, see if the keyboard's ready yet. No, it hasn't plug and played the unit yet. Is there a switch on here? Ah, there's a switch right there. So let's turn the keyboard on. That will probably help. Is there a switch on here? Yes, there is. So we want to turn that on as well. There we go. So now the mouse is working and the keyboard. Okay, so sign in. Let's look at Device Manager and see if it's already found everything. Nope, it's still got a few things to find. So there's a number of ways I could handle this. I can double click on each one of these and go through driver, update driver, and search. Or I can go to Windows Update, or I can just go through Dell. So what I'm going to do here is I'm first going to go through Windows Update, and it will pull what it can. I will do that. That will install, no doubt, most of these devices. And again, I could force it. I could click Update Driver and just go from there. But you can see it's pulling all of them anyway. So as soon as that is done and it's rebooted and happy, what we should do is go to Dell.ca. Let's do that. Well, Dell.com in most people's cases here. Dell.com/support. And you should, yes, I'm familiar with the L1 terminal problem. I don't care. Anyway, so at this point, I'm going to put in a 5477. There we go. And it will pull up all of the 5477 stuff, most notably drivers and downloads. And what you should do here is do detect drivers, which I will do after this Windows update is done. So if there's anything newer. In particular, I know that there's a BIOS update. Yeah, there it is. There's a new BIOS. So I'll just download that one right now manually, and I might as well do that one at the same time as I'm doing the Windows update. Then I will come back and I'll benchmark it, and we'll see how this thing flies. Okay, so this has been rebooted, it has been patched, it has been run through the driver check at Dell, and everything is installed and happy. I have uninstalled all security software. with the exception of Windows Defender, which is running, and this is Windows 10 1803. Let's run a benchmark and see how it operates. Bring up Task Manager as well. There we go. And you can see a lot of CPUs there, which makes me happy. I'll turn that off because we don't want that running during the test because it will affect the test. So let's go here and run the start test. And I'll cut this so you don't have to watch it. I'll get back to you with the results in about it'll probably take about 90 seconds to finish. Okay, so you can see that the benchmark on this shows a score of 1589. That is officially the fastest PC I've ever worked on. It is quite impressive. The video is built-in video, which, contrary to what most people will tell you, I think it's just fine for anything other than gaming. And even for low-end gaming, it works, low-end being average gaming, it works just fine. So, but for anything corporate you want to do, even encoding video, it's the integrated video, especially the Intel 630 is excellent. The disk score you can see is an impressive 400 and roughly 500. This is a touch screen as well. It's really, it's an edge-to-edge touch screen. It has this beautiful sound system built into it. Let me just move this over and you'll see what the, let's get rid of this. You'll see what the Dell Cinema is. Dell Cinema is really broken into three things. We have an issue, an article on it. One's explaining the color. This one, as you can see, does not include Cinema Color, which is a bit frustrating, but it is still very, very good color. Note that right now, by the way, actually, let me just show you this. I have this set to nightlight. Let's just change that to not nightlight, and you can see how much brighter it is. It's shocking. This time of night, it's about 9 o'clock, 9:20 my time. Just getting dark this time of the year. I'm going to turn the nightlight back on, and you'll see I'll turn off the blue light, and that is good. But the monitor is actually very, very bright. But it has a great audio, and it has a very nice packet inspection that tells the system, and prioritization that tells the system when you're streaming audio and video. If you are doing that, it will give those packets priority. And so you can be doing a Windows update at the same time, and your video should not stutter or bounce around. That's it. If you have any questions, please get a hold of us at www.urtech.ca. Thank you. Bye-bye.